So this book, 25 years on from the last one, right? So how is this different to then? What have you deployed that you've learned in between then and now?
Well, no, I mean, best not to overthink it. I mean, it was definitely a release on many levels to go back to writing for adults, because you could write about some things that you couldn't write in kids' books. And explore some of the a lot more adult themes. I mean, there are broad adult themes in kids' books, but in terms of the way people speak and what they do, you can be a little bit more explicit. And I was slightly worried going back after 25 years, because the cultural climate has changed. And I like to write crime books that are about criminals rather than police and detectives. I like to get inside a twisted psychopathic mind.
Or maybe several.
And several, yes, and try and understand why they do what they do. And, you know, there's a danger. And this, you know, it comes into a bit like also about writing satire, that when you show a racist, say, for instance, you want them to speak and think like a racist does. And there's a danger that things get pulled out of context. And they say, well, Charlie Higson's written a racist book. And you think, well, I haven't. I've written about a racist story.
Yeah.
And, you know, the debate has changed a bit on that, and I was worried that and in fact, I foolishly looked at some reviews, user reviews on Amazon,
right,
which you should never do, and a couple of them are saying, oh, this, I don't like the way this book, the way Charlie Higson writes about women, it's objectifying them and not in a nice way, and that's a character in the book, and the character is an unpleasant character, saying and thinking those things. It's not me. But most people can understand how a book works, but some will look at it at face value, because you don't want to constantly be saying, this person thought this and they're a bad person and we shouldn't agree with what they say because they're you don't want, you want to get inside their mind and let the reader make their own judgments.